The 10 o'clock news, severe damage after some strong storms blew through northeast Florida this afternoon and evening. These photos sent out from the Starke Police Department after reports of a possible tornado. And there was a tornado warning for people on the west side of our viewing area.
And severe thunderstorm warnings for much of the area. Pretty unusual for this time of the year. Emergency crews are out in Starke tonight trying to restore power to some in the area. And that's where we first go to News4JAX reporter Eric Avanier, who's there right now. Eric.
Yes, we're here in Starke. We're on Laura Street near the intersection with Redgrave. And I can tell you, this entire street is dark. The next street down, the next street down, the next street down, completely dark. Why? Because electricity has been knocked out due to down power lines and trees that have fallen onto power lines. Speaking of trees, take a look at this. This massive branch right here came off of this tree here. Fortunately, when it fell this way and not on that home where we know there were several people inside. But then take a look at this. Come here and follow me. And I want you, Tim, I want you to be really careful just walking through here because, again, there's a lot of debris here. Take a look at this. This is a tree that has snapped right here, close to the base. It has now landed on this White House. I don't know if anyone was inside. I hope no one was inside. All right, follow me because there is just a lot to show you on this block. And again, Jim, just be really careful as you're coming this way because I want to show our viewers the extent of the damage. Take a look at this. Look at how massive that tree is as it is sitting on that roof. But that's not the only damage. Let's come this way. Just go ahead and follow me this way. You've got more trees that have come down, and then you've got a second tree that has fallen on this blue house, on the roof of this blue house. And you know, I just want to, if we can pan right there, look at that. You've got aluminum siding that is now wrapped around that tree. But then let's go this way here because I want to show our viewers this because this is just insane when you see this. Look at this. All of these limbs that are down. Look at this tree. All of these trees, all these branches, this is all just sitting on someone's property. Fortunately, there are work crews that are out here right now, and they are doing their best to restore the power. One of the things that they're dealing with, though, obviously it's not raining out here. However, the fog is very thick, and so I've seen them appear to have some problems as they're shining a light up on some of those lines and having that light being reflected off of the fog. But the good news that we're hearing so far is that no one has been injured. There are no fatalities in this. There's just property damage. Reporting live in Starke, Eric Avanier, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Eric. And back to the images from the Starke Police Department. The police department saying there's heavy damage in the area. Luckily, no injuries so far, but they say that there may have been a possible tornado. Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist John Gahn joining us now. John, what do you think with the conditions we were seeing earlier?
Now, we were tracking at that time, 6:30 in the evening, just as a severe thunderstorm warning was being announced by the National Weather Service, an area of winds that were up to around 60, 65 miles an hour. But that was done by the radar, which is way up here at the airport on the north side. So again, some distance away, and yet we know now that those winds were producing winds up to around 65 miles an hour just to the south of Starke. That was the location where this particular event did take place. Too early to tell for sure. National Weather Service is going to send out a meteorologist sometime later on tomorrow morning, and we'll get an idea from them whether or not they determine this to be a possible tornado or not. Now, locally, you heard Eric mention, and we've seen a little bit develop there on the radar, develop in the backyards out there to the north of us, and that is to say that we have some fog, and we have fog advisories developing across the area, and that's the news story as you head to bed here tonight, because we did see a lot of rain. Mary, some backyards saw up to 2 inches of rain. That low-level moisture is going to hang tough, and that means fog will be a problem for the very early folks. Thereafter, it's going to be a different day than what you might expect. I'll have a full forecast in just a few minutes.